Hello guys and welcome to this new video of Empire Total War Dark mod. I'm gonna show you guys a video of me playing as the Netherlands against an Austrian player. Um, yeah, I did this video because the World Tournament of Apollo is starting, and I was actually qualifying for the Dutch players to join the Dutch, and at the end I decided to stop and put my time into the fort in Brooklyn more. But as you see, I'm rushing momentarily my skirmishers forward, trying to get a position in this forest. Not trying to get earlier than the Austrian player. I'm pretty outnumbered. If you look, they're having 4 units of Jaegers, I believe. Lots and lots of line infantry, and he has like 2 units cuirassiers and Uhlans. Of each of them he has 2, I believe. Yes, he has. Yeah, and there's some guards, general at the back, and I believe he had he has artillery too. Yeah, he was setting up on this hill. If you go to my side, I decided to put my cannons up on the hill. Yeah, they're instantly firing into the enemy lines. I'm using 18 pounders to fire on them. And you can see he's directly moving into this forest because I sent my skirmishers into there. On the other side, I have a lot of Swiss infantry mixed up with grenadiers and a general in the back. I'm using 2 units of cuirassiers, I believe, and 2 units of light dragoons. Yeah, I made some little bit of fuck ups sometimes. I make some mistakes. I'm not an expert in this game, but yeah, you shall see how the battle commences. Yeah, he's farming up his Jaegers up here, and the initial part to start the fight, it took pretty long. We were both a little bit of indecisive. How about to engage each other? Yeah, it was for, as I said, for qualification for the Dutch team. This was also a Dutch player, but he decided to play with the Austrians because he had more experience with them. Yeah, in the meanwhile, my skirmishers are firing upon his lines. Here, if you can see, I already managed to kill 15 of them. Yeah, my cannons are doing great job. Oh, maybe one of my cannons hit the line. That could be possible too. Yeah, in the beginning it's mostly concentrated on the middle sector, firing on each other. He placed some spikes to prevent me to do any kind of cavalry charge towards his units. I'm gonna have a look a little bit, because the first time I'm watching my skirmishers do this. I now have the time. So I got 2 units of Jaegers actually. Yeah, that was my first mistake because I didn't know the range on them. I could better get the normal skirmishers for the Dutch. They have like 50 more range, I believe. These ones have 120 range, and the other skirmishers have like 170 range. So it was a little bit of a mistake, but I think I managed it pretty well. Yeah, we both have our cavalry on our flanks. Yeah, there's not much going to happen. I pushed some of my infantry up to, I got a little bit, how do you say that? I wanted to go. I wanted this battle to start actually. And actually my skirmishers did really well. I was almost flabbergasted because he has 4 skirmisher units over there. I just lost, what is it? One guy against his 127 or 140, 104, 126. All about, I think I already made some kind of 60 kills on him, and he didn't even manage to killed 10 of my guys already. Yeah, of course he got more than 10 guys of me because of the artillery, I believe. Just looking, here's one that on one of the flanks, a lot of my guys already died, I believe, at this point. No, not yet. But he will focus his artillery around this blob. And meanwhile, it's actually the cavalry is doing nothing. He's pushing his infantry up slowly but steady. He doesn't push them too far up because yeah, he's struggling with my skirmishers. I have my infantry supporting at their back. I'm actually waiting. Yeah, here, this is one of my mistakes too. You will see it in a little moment. I believe first of all he tried to get a cavalry charge into my cannons. I quickly shifted this unit around. When that happens, he actually was fake charging me over there so he could attack my right flank, and I took the bait at that one. Didn't saw what happened. I came just a few seconds after it. I knew he was doing that. But still, in the middle, yeah. If you can see, I'm straight away slaughtering his skirmishers. I don't know what's happening, how they are doing it. Yeah, maybe it has to do with his skirmishers are in line and not spread it out. Like my skirmishers are spread it out. You can see I have a little bit of a hill over here in front of them. Now they stand up and shoot over the hill. And I think that's why I managed to kill so much of them. Because at this point, he just killed 5 and 13, no, 18 of my skirmishers. And I think at this moment I already wiped, yeah, mostly of one of his complete skirmish units. Oh, here you can see over here, I missed it, but my dragoons fired right in the backs of my cuirassiers, so I lost all my cuirassiers of friendly fire. That was such a mistake. All the way on the other flank, I won the engagement. I managed to set them beside each other, not one unit in front of the other one. But I managed to break these units. I pulled off a skirmish unit, a unit of Swiss infantry to help and fire upon the Austrian cavalry, but it wasn't needed. So I could pull them just back. I got a little bit in the panic mode up here. Now I'm pulling my units back, adjusting the lines, and yeah, that was a little bit of a fuck up from me. Now on the other side, I see that the cavalry charge is coming in. My dragoons are firing on him. And yeah, here you go. Both their units are already wavering. One of the units didn't even make the charge in. And so I could manage to charge my other cavalry around him and just charge him in the back. This cavalry, I think it will return, but it's nearly not strong enough to withhold me. And yeah, on this side he has so much more guys than me. I have a maximum of 250 units and he has like 400 in each unit. I was really struggling. My dragoons managed to break off his cavalry charge, and I didn't notice them. They were no, I did send them to chase him, the cavalry of my opponent, out of the field. At this moment, my center here is getting smashed. My grenadiers are being shot to pieces. I decided to bring up one of my grenadier units. Still, for some reason my Jaegers were still holding strong, and they were holding this whole lot. They were holding all these units back. At that point, he decided to bring his Jaegers to against my units, and you can see it. My grenadiers are getting slaughtered by these Jaegers. Those Jaegers are much better in shooting. Yeah, at this moment I decided to bring my cavalry around Um, I believe, yeah, this unit stops retreating. My dragoons will be going uh, over here to take out the cannons. And if I'm correct, yeah, my line is now breaking over here. So I need to adjust. No, I needed to adjust it. I didn't. No, 49 units left. Yeah, they peppered it and they broke my line so easily. So I had to readjust. I brought in my dragoons to make a charge. Yeah, he quickly formed a square formation, so I couldn't do anything about it. But I had a little bit of problems on this flank. I didn't know how to do it. Yeah, how to pull it off. I pulled my skirmishers, my Jaegers apart. I was telling them to go over here, just to back up my infantry, because I could send them to one of either flanks. Here I also made the mistake to send up my grenadiers. I was trying to throw grenades, but before I did that, he pulled his units a little bit back, and yeah, everything missed. That sucked a little bit. Yeah, I got some kills, but my units were getting shot to pieces, and oh, I made so much mistakes. But still, I believe at this moment I have the cavalry upper advantage. Oh, advantage. Yeah, something like that. I don't know the exact word. But yeah, my dragoons are still here. I thought I sent them over to destroy this artillery, but I didn't do that quite yet. At one of these certain moments, I made a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, right now. One of my units, I decided to charge in, but I got a real nice volley off, and my unit immediately started to waver. And there you go. I lost my unit. They got a very big bayonet charge going on to me. I didn't expect that to happen. I needed to act quickly. Yeah, it's completely open here momentarily. I didn't know what to do. I was completely losing it on this side. Luckily on this side I had more of an advantage, and there you can see my cavalry is going over to destroy his cannon. And just so you see, everything is routing. I brought my light dragoons back around to get his guards. He managed to pull off to get his square formation again. Yeah, actually my infantry is holding up pretty good over here. I didn't expect that, but still, he's forming a line. He's getting ready to fire into it, and I believe I would completely lose this unit. I managed to break this Austrian guard unit, and with that I was pretty happy. My skirmishers are... No, I was happy also that I pulled my skirmishers back over here, because they could start skirmishing into their enemy lines. I decided to pull back my dragoons and just fire on them, because yeah, here you go. From 70 units back to 27, that was a big hit. Also, I decided to send my cavalry around. I was charging the units of the enemy. Actually, my cavalry broke over here. I broke a complete unit over here. That's why I pulled up my grenadiers to shoot them into their flanks. The other side, I'm starting to get a little bit more of an yeah, advantage again. Yeah, these units, I totally forgot them. They won't be used anymore throughout the game, because what you will see in a short moment. I got the flank over here. I was firing into the sides. I was firing into the fronts. I pulled off one Swiss infantry unit because I needed to support this part of the line. They had over 3 units over here. They could easily flank around me, and yeah, just fucked me complete over. But yeah, at this moment my dragoons are coming around. They're firing into the enemy general. At a certain moment I believe I will pull this unit also over there, and my light dragoons are doing God's work. Yeah, they're getting so much kills. I will let you see at the end of this battle. Yeah, his lines are still holding, but yeah, my Swiss infantry, my lovely Swiss infantry is holding. Over here you can see I brought over the Swiss infantry to support this line on the right side, and actually on the left side I stopped my cannons from shooting. I see. I was trying to pull my cannons like over here. It wouldn't come to that anymore. Um, Actually, yeah, back here, one last charge on the general. You can see my cavalry moving up there, and they will shoot in a moment. They're reloading, and he decided to charge in, but just before he got there, I messed it up. There wasn't a lot left anymore. And at this moment I believe his general got killed too. Very great, yeah, moves. Here you go, enemy general got killed. At that moment he decided to just rush all his infantry in because he didn't see a point anymore in continuing playing. And that brought me my victory. Um, if you can see, it's like I deployed 3,200 men towards his. Yeah, he had over. Yeah, he had 890 troops more than me. I managed to kill 2,400 of him. Um, yeah, about the mass breaks of his units. I think the morale are way lower for the units of him. If we go to the unit statistics, you can see what I told you was that my here you go, my light dragoons, they made over 450 kills. Oh, that was so amazing. And my Jaegers, they did awesome too, like 240 kills on one and 153 kills. That's what you want them to do. Also, one of my Swiss infantry took like 206 guys, pretty well. And yeah, that's it for this battle. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you guys next time with another battle.